Welcome back, everybody. My name is Tank. Today is September 15th, 2021, and this is your crypto market update. To kick things off, we're going to start off on Bitcoin's 4-hour time frame. And as you guys can see here, we are rallying quite well on the 4-hour time frame. If you guys don't know, on the daily time frame, we are actually having one of the most bullish signals happen on the charts for Bitcoin, and that is the golden cross. That golden cross is when the 50 simple moving average, which is this line right here, cuts up and through the 200 simple moving average, which is this line right here, creating what is called a golden cross, guys. Again, the golden cross on the daily chart is probably one of the most bullish signals you can get, not just for Bitcoin, but for any asset that you're investing or trading into. And we're actually getting that unfold right now on the charts for Bitcoin. Another thing I want to show you guys on Market Cipher B, which is the lower section of the charts, is not too long ago, we actually got a buy signal, which is this green dot from Market Cipher B. And now, if you guys don't know Market Cipher, whenever you get these dots, these buy signals or sell signals as well, especially on the daily time frame, they're usually spot on. They're not, 100% all the time, but about 95% of the time, they're spot on, guys. And I'll take that average and that ratio any day in these markets. Also, another thing I want to point out to you guys on the daily time frame, these RSIs, which are a lagging indicator, are now rounding up and clearly pointing back to the upside. So it does look very, very bullish right now for Bitcoin. I do think that we're going to be seeing the momentum stay with Bitcoin, especially if we can confirm entirely this golden cross, which I like to give at least a whole nother day, whatever time frame it is. I give it the same amount of time. So if it's a day, I give it a day to confirm. If it's 4 hours, I'll give it another 4 hours after we get the signal. But I do suspect that we will actually confirm the golden cross and we will start seeing higher price points here shortly. Again, if you guys don't know, usually when you have golden crosses happen, you do see really big price increases. The last one we had was back here, and from there to the top, we saw about 636%. I think it was a little bit more than that, but basically we saw 636% price increase for Bitcoin the last time we had it. Now, there are a few instances when, world events take place, black swan events take place, where a golden cross actually gets negated and it doesn't work out the way we think it's going to work out. But those are few and far between. Usually when we have golden crosses like back here, we see, again, really big gains. And again, we had one back here where we had a golden cross happen and we saw really big gains. Again, they're few and far between as far as the golden cross itself happening on the charts. They don't happen very often. That's why they're very, very important when they do happen. Pay attention to what's actually happening on the daily time frame and don't get stuck so much on those smaller time frames. Try to look at the daily, maybe the 4 hour down to the 1 hour, to get an idea of what's currently happening within the market. And that will probably give you a really good idea of where we are as an entire market or whatever asset that you're looking at. Enough with Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and take a look at ETH. Guys, ETH is doing fairly well as well. On the daily time frame, again, we got a buy signal. Again, don't ignore the Market Cipher B daily green dots. If you guys get those are pretty spot on usually. Even those red dots on the daily time frame. But again, if you guys don't have Market Cipher, consider getting it with the link down below. If you guys do, of course, I get a little bit of a commission. But all honestly, even if you don't, if you just check out Market Cipher, I'm going to be 100% with you guys. It's probably one of the best decisions I've ever made in my investing and trading career. It's done wonders for me. It helps me get a better idea because it's such a clean and crisp, polished indicator and oscillator tool with hundreds of other indicators and oscillators combined and made well to where you can easily read it. Again, guys, I have the RSIs here, I have money flow, I have momentum waves, and then I have Market Cipher A up here, which gives me further signals, which is just so nice, guys. But anyway, yeah, if you guys don't have one, I highly suggest you guys do check out Market Cipher. But yeah, even on Market Cipher's daily time frame here on the lower section of the chart, we have a green dot for Ethereum, and the RSIs again are clearly pointing back upward. So good looking things happening for Ethereum. And again, if Bitcoin starts rising, it's going to drag Ethereum along with it. I do think that Ethereum is going to be seeing higher price points here shortly. I've been really bullish on Ethereum for some time. I have a moon bag of Ethereum that I'll just never sell. I do think eventually we're going to get into those $10,000, $20,000 price points. It might be a year or two before that actually happens, but I really do think that that's what's going to be happening for Ethereum. There's scarcity for Ethereum. Less and less of it's on exchange. More and more of it's being staked. And more of it's actually being burnt with the EIP 1559 mechanism being in place. Sorry, I kind of muttered there. But yeah, guys, super bullish on Ethereum long term. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing on the daily time frame for Ethereum. Now, I will say just because we have that happening, let me go ahead and pull out the Fibonacci retracement tool. If something does go sideways, look for these levels of support, guys. We could come down to this $3,143 price point, which is that 0.618 on the Fibonacci retracement. We can come right down to $2,871 or even down to $2,600. It's not, it's not out of the realm of possibilities. We could actually have that happen, but just be ready for anything in this market. We've seen before where we think that we're going to pump and then we get dumped on. We can be manipulated back down. So just keep that in mind. Let's move on over to ADA, guys. ADA is doing quite well right now, pumping all the way up to $2.57. I think earlier this morning, it was at $2.39. So ADA is doing really, really well. As you guys can see, I was charting on the 4-hour time frame, this triangle pattern here, and ADA has just been kind of consolidating within this pattern, doing really good work consolidating right down here. So I actually bought this dip down here. I'm so glad I actually did that. But this is a long-term hold for me as well. I'm not looking to sell it just for these little small pumps here. I'm actually I decided to hold on to it for a bit longer. But yeah, ADA's due for a pump here shortly, especially what's happening within their environment or within their ecosystem. Now that they have smart contracts and now that all of these DEXs and other platforms are writing on their smart contracts, they're going to be releasing here in the next couple of days, maybe even a month at most. And when those actually start getting unlocked and going online, you're going to see Cardano's price really skyrocket, guys. So be on the lookout for ADA to be making strong moves to the upside here shortly. If we go to Solana, Solana is really interesting. I can't actually believe that it's holding up so well at $161, excuse me. If you guys don't know, Solana went through a really big growing pain yesterday. Their whole net went down. The whole network went down, which is not a good look. Not a good look at all. I'll be honest with you guys. I got out of a bit of my position. I still hold some Solana because I do believe in the technology, but it was enough for me to be like, nah, I'm out. Whenever a whole network goes down, I get kind of sketched out. Now, I know other platforms like Ethereum and others have all had their growing pains when they first started off. And when you look back, I mean, realistically, you think about it, Solana's an infant in this space. They're still learning how to walk, and it does say mainnet beta. Like, it is still their beta. I get it, but like, honestly, when you're dealing with people's money on a beta net, even though you're calling it a beta, the last thing you want to do is have to take it down entirely and reset the network entirely. That was kind of for me. So until they actually get that kind of stuff fixed, and advertise those answers with confidence to the community, I'm just going to hold me a small bag because I still want to be diversified with Solana as well. So yeah, I mean, not financial wise, just kind of sharing with you guys what I did with Solana. I think it has good tech, and I think there's really good potential behind Solana, but I need to be communicated with a little bit more whenever I'm using my money to invest in anything. And yesterday made me feel kind of sketched out. So again, just my opinion about what's currently happening for Solana. I do think that if Solana does fail to hold up 160 to 150, we will obviously fall down to this range here, which is 140. And if we do not hold 140, we could fall all the way down to 120, 110. If we do, I will scoop myself up a good bag there because I do think that's a risk that I am willing to take at that price. But yeah, just what I'm doing. Don't take that as financial advice. But let's move on over to Atom, guys. Atom had a really good run up and right now is consolidating right back down to this Fibonacci retracement line of that 0.786. I do think Atom has a bright future in front of it, guys. I do think that here shortly, much like Solana just had a run, I think Atom has a really good chance to run just like Solana. Again, not financial advice, just kind of pointing things out that what I'm seeing for Atom, guys. Atom looks really bullish right now. They have a lot of things actually happening on their platform that just, makes me want to get more and more Atom. In fact, if it dips down any further, maybe past that 0.786, I might actually get myself some more. But that's what I'm seeing happening for Atom. I do think that it probably will rally here shortly, especially with that confirmation of the golden cross happening for Bitcoin. I think that that's going to get pushed right back up and it's going to see another all-time high here shortly. If we move on over to Link doing fairly well, kind of lagging behind. Link's always kind of that lagger in the space. It's trying to rally along with everything else currently. It's up to $31.27 as we make this video. And the RSIs down here on Market Cipher B are clearly pointing back up. We are trying to rally. We are in the green. So just keep an eye out for Link, guys. If it does fail, watch for this 0.618 to maintain a level of support, which is right around 27.63 for the price of Link. So just keep an eye on it. If it breaks that, we could go all the way back down to this $24 price point. I don't think that's going to be happening for Link, but you know, just to be prepared. If we move on over to let's see here, what else were we looking at? Dot's doing some work as well, guys. Polkadot's doing fairly well, rising above the ranks. Polkadot's got some great, Gavin and the whole team there at Polkadot's got some great tech, guys. I'm telling you, don't sleep on Polkadot. It's smart to be diversified. Again, not financial advice, just letting you guys know I hold a little bit of everything, and I'm really, really bullish on Dot as well. Trading at $36.63 right now. It is having a little bit of a retracement, but it did pump just recently really, really hard. If we do come down, just look for these levels on the Fibonacci retracement tool. Right here, we're going to be probably bouncing off $35. If we break that for whatever reason, look for about $32, and then it could go all the way down to $30. This is where I'm setting my next buy order. If it does come down to $30, anywhere within $30, $31, I probably will be buying myself another fat stack. But again, not financial advice, just what I'm doing. That's what I'm seeing for these assets in the market. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are in profits. I hope you guys are not overextending. Be blessed. Stay positive. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. I actually have a giveaway happening where I'm giving away a 50-inch flat screen TV, so you can win a TV just for being supportive. And be blessed. Peace.